Have you ever felt alone? That can be one of the worst feelings in the world, can it? When we feel like we don't have anyone there for us, or that maybe we can't be around the people that we love. And maybe during this COVID situation, you've felt that. Maybe you have felt alone because you're quarantined or isolated, or maybe it's because you couldn't visit family during the holidays like you wanted to. But on the other hand, some people feel alone. Some people feel that sense of anxiety and depression, all those emotions that come with feeling alone, even though they're around other people. But there's an inward aloneness. I think whichever camp you fall into, we've probably all during this COVID situation have felt that. But the question today is, are you alone? I don't think that we are. And here's why I believe that. I believe that the Bible teaches that we have two systems in place to realize that we are not alone. Let's look at Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. In Joshua, God says to Joshua, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." That is so encouraging, isn't it? To know that God is with us wherever we go. Because I believe the principle that he spoke to Joshua is still true today. Let's think, too, about perhaps David standing before Goliath. Physically, he had plenty of people around him, right? But I wonder, in that situation, how would I have felt? The people that are behind me, my kinsmen, are not wanting to be out there. They're fearful. They're scared. I've got a giant in front of me. But David knew he wasn't alone. Why? Because God was with him. God was with him. And even when we're standing before our giants, we can remember that God is with us as well. Think, for example, about Acts chapter 7, as Stephen has spoken the truth, and the religious elite of the day did not like what they heard, and so they stoned him to death. But Stephen looks up, and while things on earth look bad, while it's a terrible situation of this godly man being murdered for his faith, he was not alone. He looks up and he sees Jesus standing in heaven. One more passage. This is one that we're all familiar with. Matthew 1:23. "Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel," which means God with us. Isn't it wonderful to know that God is with us? No matter the circumstances, no matter the situation, God is with us today. But besides God being with you, I want you to know that there is another reason why you don't have to feel alone. And that is that you have a family here who loves you and cares for you. I want us to look over at Galatians chapter 6. And Paul says this. He says, "Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ." It's wonderful that God has established the church, that we can be there for each other, that we support each other, that we bear one another's burdens. And so what I want to encourage you with today is this, is that if you need to pray, if you want to discuss Scripture, if you just want to talk, reach out. Whether that's via email or whether that's via a phone call into the office, reach out. and let us know what we can do for you and help us to support you, because you are not alone. God doesn't leave us alone, and we won't leave one another alone. May God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.